Have you ever thought about how fame and fortune can sometimes cloud judgment? NBA players often live under a spotlight, but some forget that their actions still carry real-world consequences. A single mistake can overshadow years of hard work and success. Today, we explore the stories of NBA players whose connections to gang culture led to unexpected and serious reality checks. Their journeys reveal how the choices made off the court can have lasting impacts, not just on careers, but on lives. Ja Morant, one of the brightest stars in the NBA, found himself in hot water after posting a video on social media where he threw up gang signs. His actions quickly led to public backlash, and things escalated when gang member Brick Baby issued a direct threat to him. Ja Morant was born in 1999 in South Carolina. He made a name for himself during his college career at Murray State, where he showed immense talent, leading his team to the NCAA tournament and earning accolades. In 2019, Morant was drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies as the second overall pick and went on to win NBA Rookie of the Year. However, his rise to fame took a turn when he shared videos on social media flashing gang signs. This quickly caught the attention of the public and led to significant controversy. Things got worse when a separate incident involved Morant posing with a gun, which was widely criticized. The backlash led to a public apology from him, and the Grizzlies even mandated a break for Morant to reflect on his actions. His sponsors, including Nike, faced pressure to distance themselves from him, showing the serious impact his actions had on his professional relationships. The controversy sparked a larger conversation about the influence of street culture on athletes and the responsibility that comes with being a public figure. Many questioned the role of athletes as role models and how their actions off the court affect their fan base, especially the younger generation. John Wall, an NBA superstar, landed in controversy when he posted a video on social media where he flashed Bloods gang signs. His actions didn't go unnoticed, as he was quickly called out by his own family, who urged him to reconsider his behavior. Born in 1990 in Raleigh, North Carolina, Wall was a high school basketball sensation. He then went on to shine at the University of Kentucky, where his explosive skills helped him become one of the most highly regarded prospects in the country. In 2010, Wall was drafted first overall by the Washington Wizards, where he became the face of the franchise. Following the backlash, Wall took to social media to issue a heartfelt public apology to his family, teammates, and fans. His apology was a response to the growing criticism and concern over his actions, especially given his influence as a young athlete. This incident opened up a broader discussion about the impact of street culture on athletes and the responsibility they hold as role models. While athletes often come from tough backgrounds, the question remains: should they embrace street culture, or is it time to separate their personal lives from their professional responsibilities? What do you think? Should athletes have to leave street culture behind to protect their careers? Allen Iverson's connection to street culture has been a major point of discussion throughout his career. Reports have alleged his ties to the Newport News Bad News Crew, a group associated with the Bloods gang. This sparked controversy as he transitioned from high school to professional basketball. Iverson had a difficult start to life. Growing up in the tough neighborhoods of Newport News, Virginia, Iverson faced struggles with drugs, guns, and even spent time in prison at just 17 years old. Despite these early hardships, he turned his life around and went on to have an explosive NBA career. He was a multi-time All-Star, known for his electrifying play on the court and his ability to dominate defenders, earning him massive success and fame. Off the court, Iverson worked hard to redefine himself. Through his Crossover Foundation, he focused on giving back to communities, helping kids stay off the streets and pursue their dreams. In 2004, Iverson was honored with the NBA Community Assist Award, recognizing his efforts to positively impact the community. Despite the controversy surrounding his life, it's crucial to see Iverson as a full human being, not just the thug label he was often given. His journey shows the complexity of overcoming struggles and finding redemption. His story is about resilience, self-growth, and a legacy beyond just basketball. Do you think society unfairly labels athletes based on their past? Zach Randolph's story also involves ties to street culture. as he was reportedly associated with the Gangster Disciples gang at just 13 years old. Growing up in a tough environment, Randolph's early years were shaped by the challenges of his surroundings. Born in Marion, Indiana, Randolph faced a difficult upbringing. His early life was marked by struggles, but he channeled his energy into basketball, rising to prominence in high school and eventually making his way into the NBA. Known for his physicality and dominance in the post, Randolph carved out a long and successful career. However, his journey wasn't without controversy. Throughout his NBA career, Randolph faced multiple legal issues. In one of the most significant controversies, allegations surfaced about his involvement in marijuana distribution, although no formal charges were ever filed. This raised questions about his connection to street life and the impact it had on his career. Despite these challenges, Randolph worked to build a legacy beyond the courtroom. He has been heavily involved in philanthropy, giving back to the communities that raised him. His charitable efforts have focused on youth programs, with the goal of helping young people escape the struggles he faced growing up. Can someone's past define their future, or is redemption always possible? Javaris Crittenton's story is one of tragedy and downfall. While not fully confirmed, there have been allegations of his ties to the Crips gang, which added to the complexity of his life both on and off the court. Crittenton was a high school basketball star, even earning a McDonald's All-American honor. His potential seemed limitless as he entered the NBA, drafted by the Washington Wizards. Unfortunately, his career would quickly spiral downward as crime began to take center stage. One of the most shocking incidents in Crittenton's career occurred in the locker room with teammate Gilbert Arenas when they were involved in a gun-related confrontation. This event marked a turning point, with the NBA taking serious action against both players. In 2011, things took an even darker turn. Crittenton was involved in the shooting death of a woman during an altercation, which led to his conviction and a 23-year prison sentence. A promising career in basketball was completely derailed by his involvement in criminal activity. Can talent alone protect you from a troubled past, or does the weight of bad decisions eventually catch up? At just 14 years old, Monta Ellis was allegedly involved with the Vice Lords, a notorious gang. His early life was filled with challenges, and his ties to street culture were a part of the complex story that shaped his journey. Ellis grew up in Jackson, Mississippi, where he quickly became a basketball prodigy. He gained massive recognition in high school, but instead of attending college, he made the bold decision to jump directly to the NBA. His natural talent was undeniable, and he was ready to take on the world. However, instead of letting his past define him, Ellis chose to shift his focus entirely to basketball. Over time, he became an NBA star, known for his incredible skills and work ethic. He eventually transformed into a positive role model for younger players, demonstrating that it's possible to rise above your circumstances and find success through determination. Can a troubled past ever be fully overcome, or does it always leave a mark? Tony Allen's journey was marred by allegations of gang involvement, including accusations of selling drugs and flashing gang signs during games. One of the most talked about incidents occurred in 2005 when he was involved in a bar brawl in Chicago, though he was later acquitted. Allen grew up in Chicago where he faced a tough upbringing. His passion for basketball led him to Oklahoma State University, where he quickly became a star. His rise to the NBA wasn't easy, but his talent and determination pushed him through. Despite the allegations, Tony Allen denied any formal gang affiliation, claiming his loyalty was only to his neighborhood. Regardless of the rumors, he became known as one of the NBA's best defenders, respected for his intense playing style and unmatched defensive skills. How much of an athlete's personal life should affect how we see their professional career? Stephen Jackson grew up surrounded by adversity. From a young age, he was involved with the G-Code gang in Port Arthur, Texas, a tough environment that shaped much of his early life. Jackson's childhood was filled with challenges, but his talent on the basketball court helped him escape his troubled beginnings. He went on to become an NBA champion and an outspoken personality, known for his fiery competitiveness and unapologetic attitude. One of the most infamous moments in his career came during the Malice at the Palace brawl in 2004, which put him in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. In 2006, Jackson was involved in a strip club shooting, later claiming self-defense. However, Steven Jackson didn't let his past define him. After leaving his gang affiliations behind, he became an advocate for justice and change. He's used his platform to speak out on social issues, focusing on education and community empowerment. Jackson's journey from gang life to NBA stardom and activism is a testament to the power of transformation. It proves that change is possible, no matter how deep your past may be. Can sports be a way out of a tough life, and can athletes use their voice for change? No direct gang membership but caught in controversy. While Carmelo Anthony has never been a member of any gang, his involvement in a controversial incident raised eyebrows. His appearance in the Stop Snitching DVD sparked public backlash, although Melo later clarified that it was unintentional. Born in Brooklyn and raised in Baltimore's tough neighborhoods, Carmelo's rise to NBA stardom is a true testament to his hard work and resilience. From high school phenom to NBA legend, he's shown that success can come from even the most difficult circumstances. Off the court, Carmelo is deeply committed to giving back. His heavy community involvement in Baltimore shows his dedication to improving the lives of others, particularly youth in underserved areas. Melo has made it clear that he doesn't support violence or drugs, distancing himself from any associations with criminal behavior. Carmelo Anthony's story reminds us that athletes are more than just their on-court persona. They have the power to shape their communities and make a lasting impact. Can a single mistake define an athlete, or can they grow beyond their controversies? Throughout the stories of these NBA players, one thing is clear: they are human beings shaped by their environments. Each of them has faced struggles, temptations, and challenges. Yet their journeys show us that it's possible to rise above adversity and make a positive impact. The decisions these athletes make can influence millions of people, especially young fans. Their stories remind us that positive choices, even after mistakes, can lead to redemption and personal growth. It's crucial to remember that athletes, just like anyone else, are constantly evolving. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more about the journeys, struggles, and redemptions of NBA players, make sure to check out the rest of the channel for more insightful content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.